Welcome to the home of the world-famous cheese of the same name. This is wonderful Gruyère. It's a medieval town in the alluring region of Fribourg. Gruyère is full of history, museums, and it's well known for its good food. Strap yourself in and get to know why Gruyère should be on your list for your next travels. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Djemo. Now in this wonderful town called Gruyère, which is said to be one of the most beautiful villages of Switzerland. If you like anything about traveling and culture, then you're right in this channel here, so you're most welcome to subscribe. Also don't forget to activate the notification bell, so you'll be informed for every new upload. There's a lot to see here, so let's go and explore this beautiful village together. Located on this hill right in front of the Swiss Alps, this town has a especially beautiful appearance. One of the first things you need to know is that Gruyère is a very well preserved medieval town. This is one of the reasons why Gruyère has been attracting a lot of tourists and local visitors over the last decades. However, Gruyère has definitely a lot more to offer, and by the end of this video you will know why it very well deserves to be considered one of the most beautiful towns of Switzerland. Gruyère holds the legal status of being a city, as back in the medieval age it fulfilled the necessary requirements. However, in the modern days in Switzerland, a town is then called a city when it has more than 10,000 inhabitants. Thus, Gruyère, with a population of roughly 2,000, feels more like a village. When roaming around the town, you will get to see a lot of traditional houses, which give this town its charm. While it's very enjoyable to walk around the village, don't forget to also visit this section where you can climb the walls of the city. From there you can enjoy a great view over the plains, and for sure it's a great photo spot too. Besides the medieval vibes, Gruyère also offers much on the culinary side. Gruyère is world famous for its cheese. At the bottom of the hill you can visit a factory where you can watch the making of it in live. I'm now in front of the Maison du Gruyère, which is a museum about this world famous cheese. Here you can learn about how this cheese is being fabricated, and you'll also get a few samples to taste. Between 9 AM and 12:30 PM, the making of the cheese is being showcased. In a first longer step, the milk is being stirred until the consistency is satisfying. Then the mass is filled into the bowls, where it will stay to mature into the final semi-hard cheese. As you then will know how the Gruyère cheese is being produced, you should try to have a fondue à la moitié-moitié. As the name suggests, it contains two sorts of cheese, Gruyère and vajrayana. Another specialty from this region are meringues or double cream, of which the latter is best to be taken with berries. Both meringue and double cream can be bought at local stores in the village. With Gruyère being a foodie hub, there are of course a lot of restaurants to dine in. My recommendations would be the Château de Gruyère with a beautiful traditionally Swiss interior, and the Fleur de Lys, also known under the English name the Lily. I have been to both of them and I can assure you the food over there is delicious. While of course the interior of the village with its many medieval houses is very alluring, it's definitely a great idea to take the trails around the village. These will take you through the green surrounding, and surely you will get to see many cows. The latter are central to the identity of the people of the Canton of Fribourg, as it is their milk that ends up in the fondue bowl or as double cream in the desserts. Interesting places to see are the Collegiate Church, surely worth for a short visit. Then there are a couple of interesting museums. Right here we have a museum that you probably wouldn't expect here in Gruyère, and that is the H.R. Giger Museum. So So this guy called Hans-Ruedi Giger, he designed all the aliens for the famous Hollywood blockbuster. And inside here you can see a lot of his masterpieces of his art. Well, if you don't want to go to the museum, then I can suggest you go to the bar. Inside here you also have an amazing interior which was designed by himself. Before we're heading to the marvelous castle, I want to introduce you to the less known Tibetan Museum, which was built into a chapel. In there you can watch the religious art of the Tibetan people, more specifically statues and paintings from the vajrayana tradition. It's so far the only building at which I have seen Christian and Buddhist icons being side by side, something that I found quite fascinating. Your medieval highlight will be a visit to the Château de Gruyère. Gruyère was once an earldom, in German Grafschaft, that lasted for roughly 4 centuries. The era ended with the last earl running into bankruptcy, selling his territory to the cantons of Fribourg and Bern. The castle is very impressive from the outside, especially the garden is a must-see. I'm now in the garden of the castle of Gruyère. You can see here the tower, and then behind me all these beautiful patterns with the many different and colorful flowers. It's really great to be here. I highly recommend you to come to the castle because this is really a must visit if you're coming to Gruyère. The yard is also very nice, but the most interesting part awaits you at the interior. The castle's rooms are full of paintings and other masterpieces of art. This is only thanks to the family Bovy, which bought the castle in 1849 and invited a number of artists to the castle in order to decorate its rooms. Only since 1938, the castle has been returned to the Canton of Fribourg, which converted it into a museum as it remains up to this day. All in all, there are many reasons why you should visit Gruyère. This town unites a lot of things that many travelers admire: history, traditions, great food, uniqueness, and a beautiful surrounding landscape. I hope with this video I managed to convince some of you to consider a trip to this wonderful village. It's best to travel here during late spring to early October, and if you wish to avoid the crowds, then you may want to consider arriving here during the week. We've reached the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, share it to your friends. It would be really awesome. If you're new to this channel and haven't subscribed yet, then you're most welcome to do that now. I very much appreciate that. So that's it from my side. We're going to see each other very soon.